Hey y'all, welcome back to Ascending with Ashley. I'm Ashley. This is a What You're Calling reading. I'm going to do this for us. I do have Freaky Friday going and it's a little loud. But the remote is over there. So, I don't know. Should we work with it or should I turn it down? It's fine. Okay. If you've never been to a What's Your Calling reading, this is for folks who are seeking ways out of capitalism, out of the 9 to 5, out of the rat race, and back into your soul purpose, into consciousness, and doing that so that you can also survive by making money or setting up networks, alternatives to capital. Wow, we have justice and freedom coming up first, which is not... Now we have travel. So for these readings, I do 10 energies. These are the life purpose deck. So I'm going to get all 10 and then I will show you what they are. And then we'll go a little deeper with the Sacred Rebels. And then we might look at... I think we're going to use the Wild Child energy and maybe some Shadow energy, just to see what could potentially be getting in our ways for making this happen. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 6, so we need 4 more. Also, I am a mom, so my kid's outside right now, but he'll probably come in here because he can hear me. He's right over here outside. We have speaker, energy healing, 2 more, 1 more, last one. Okay, right on. Okay, I'm gonna turn it down. Hang on. Oh, it's not that loud. Okay. All right. Sorry. Everyone take a deep breath. Remember, this isn't like a reading for your fortune. Your future could do that too. But just some brainstorming. Also, I've made a bunch of these for the past few months, so if this one doesn't resonate at all, there are other videos on the What's Your Calling reading playlist. Okay, so we started with justice. Your career brings fairness and protection to others who need your help. Okay. Then we had freedom. You're free to do what you choose. I say all the time in the readings, and my main philosophy in life, as I've experienced it the past few years, especially, actually pretty much my whole adult life as I've liberated myself. Anyway, you are absolutely one choice and decision away from an entirely different reality at any given point. So really sit with that. You are not stuck. You do not have to do what you've been doing, especially if it's something that makes you feel like shit. No matter who's telling you to do that or not, if you have obligations or expectations from family, it's still your fucking life. There are lots of ways to work things out. Every problem has multiple solutions, okay? So we are not in a victim mentality. We are in an energy of excitement, of possibility, of change. Another thing I always say is that sometimes you just need to pivot a little bit to make something work, and do that, okay? Next we have travel. Your life purpose involves traveling. Okay. Music. Your connection to music is healing for yourself and others. You're gonna know what feels right for you, okay? These are collective readings for a lot of people, alright? Just because a lot of people aren't watching them doesn't mean I'm not creating them for a lot of people. Energy healing. Your natural energy healing abilities are an important part of your life's purpose. We have animals. You understand animals and communicate with them intuitively. Trust your inner guidance as the animals are part of your life's work. We have books. You connect to your life purpose through your involvement with books. Maybe you're a writer or a reader. Maybe you're a librarian. Maybe you want to do like a mobile librarian situation, whatever it is. If you are being encouraged to write a book, that's your confirmation, okay? Body work, your life purpose involves body work such as massage therapy, energy healing, physical therapy, and exercise training. I'm also an energetic healer, but I do not like touching people. So I do not do that unless it's someone that I'm close to or am getting paid really good for it. But as regards to like therapy and stuff with my hands, I've got the healing hands too. So that might be you as well. And maybe there's a way around that or something. I don't know. Just felt like sharing. Infinite abundance. You are fully supported as you devote yourself to your divine life purpose. A lot of people don't feel like this is a possibility because they've been so indoctrinated into capitalism. It's hard to even think about doing anything different. And the universe is coming through. This one was the last card that came out. And it is the reminder that when you commit to this for yourself, one of my sayings that I've been saying for a long time is that the universe will always provide for those who are doing the work of the universe, right? I say universe, whatever you believe. It's just a word that kind of encapsulates all the other words, in my opinion. But whatever you believe, Sky Daddy, God, Creator, Earth, whatever. I mean, if you worship Pluto, same, okay? Whatever. Whatever you're doing to better yourself, better the ones around you, reconnect to nature, take care of the earth and others, whatever that is, you are going to be supported as long as you're doing that, okay? That doesn't mean you're going to be, doesn't mean all your problems are going to be solved. You are still a human living in a human experience in this awful, godforsaken place. And so, it's how you roll with the punches, it's how you go with the flow that is going to keep you going, okay? You will have lessons and challenges. That's life, okay? Speaker, your life purpose involves your skills of oration. Maybe you need to start a YouTube channel. Maybe you want to do some voice stuff, whatever. So, those are the 10 energies. If none of those felt like they resonated, then you could go check out a different reading, or you can stick around. It doesn't bother me either way. I'm recording it. But I hope this helps. And maybe you're an energy healer for animals, or maybe the body work you're doing is on your own body, and it's your, through music. You could pick and choose, okay? We are not for the self-imposed bondage or boxes over here, okay? We're all about collective liberation and understanding that, once we get free, we turn around and extend a help to others to get them also free, okay? We have releasing allegiances. So you may have some contracts and stuff that you're figuring out, navigating. Planetarily speaking, this is a good time to be doing so. Are those butterflies? Ew, are those big flies? Flies in the spiritual realm speak to, monitoring spirits. Also, we know that flies just out in nature, feed on shit. So, you may have some really gnarly people around you. Take inventory of that. Pay attention. If you've got people holding you back, I'm noticing her bracelets, and they kind of, they're bangles, but they kind of give shekels. So allow yourself to grow beyond those around you, okay? Not everyone's going to support you. I say this a lot in these readings with the analogy of crabs in a barrel. As one crab makes its way up and out, the other crabs do everything they can. Also, that scene from Toy Story 1 in the toy machine with the little aliens. So, if you're around people, I've done a couple collective combos about being around people with, limiting beliefs or things like that. So, if you're around people and they give you the ick, they make you feel stupid for even thinking about something like that, or they tell you that's impossible, you're very excited and they tell you no, and things like that. It could be parents or family or whatever, it usually is. Even friends that you've known for a long time, The thing about all of this is that strangers are going to always be more supportive when you're doing a life change like this, and I had to learn this lesson. I don't talk to anyone from my past at all. I had to let them all go. I really wanted to bring them with me, but I couldn't. And strangers are always going to be more excited for your path. And that's mostly because, again, with that analogy of the crabs in the barrel, people subconsciously, I think for the most part, I mean, there are lots of people who do it consciously, but I think subconsciously people compare themselves, right? This is a society of comparison, of competition. And so when they see you doing well and they're not, or like you guys grew up together and, you know, you're making moves. I had to leave my hometown like 11 years ago. I went back once while I was pregnant, but I only talked to like 2 people. 3 or 4. Anyway, but at this point in my time, I only talked to one of those people that I talked to when I went back, and it's not my family. So anyway, navigate that for yourself. All right? Beyond the mind, the heart beats. Do not come in this camera right now. No, Niall, stop. All right? So pay attention to what your heart is calling you to do. Don't let yourself get into this, people call it monkey mind. Don't let yourself start second guessing what you're doing, right? The changes that you're making. Conscious connections, again, seek out others that inspire you. You want to find the people who reflect what it is that you're seeking, not in a space of envy, but in a space of inspiration, right? And YouTube's a really great place for that. Literally, and TikTok as well, okay? New birth, guarded vigilantly. So, like, whatever it is that you're working on with these allegiances as well, I would say it's very important to keep this to yourself for the most part. And if you do share with someone who is in a similar space as you, either, you know, achieving their dreams or following their dreams, or, you know, sacred fool. The fool speaks to taking a leap of faith, right, on this blind faith, on this knowing that you will be caught by the universe. We already talked about that. So don't allow anyone else to, you know, people are going to tell you you're a fool, but, you know, once you take the high road long enough, I say this all the time too, once you take the high road enough times, you are the only one on that road, and it is a road that you have paved yourself. So don't let anyone get in your way if this is something that you are truly desiring. And it's not just about you. This is about collective liberation. All of us are being really called to do something different for the betterment of this planet. Like, we're in these prophetic times, you know, ancient civilizations and indigenous folks, oral traditions have spoken about where we are right now as humans. And it's very important that we step into our power so that we can create a better world for the future. Do not come in here. I'm busy right now. Niall, don't. Niall, don't. I am working. I do not need you in this space right now. Stop. Stop. No, honey. Come, man, knock it off. Go back outside or sit on your tabby. Do not interrupt my reading. Stop. Stop. I am telling you to stop. I mean it. Leave me alone right now. I am working. I'm sorry. Okay. I will be with you when I'm ready to be with you. Now is not that time. I have a hard time with boundaries, and as a mother, it's very difficult. Okay, so this is the Wild Child deck. So these are some themes from your childhood that you may be grappling with in order to make this, or in this process of healing your inner child, maybe you're getting back to what you used to love. Okay, so we have reach. I often talk about how the trees are our greatest teachers, how we are just like them, how we grow always, right? Like all the time and in every direction. Okay, we have echo. We have butterflies and bunnies here, which is significant of transformation. The moonlight Maybe you do your best work during like the night. I don't know. Whatever you're working on, though, trust and believe that the echo will go far and wide. And we do have this speaker card and these books. So, like, and traveling, which is also giving echo. Because, like, an echo is kind of like this boomerang effect, right? Do not be disrespectful. You know how to eat. You know how to chew. We don't need all that. I'm sorry. It's so irritating because I don't do readings very much anymore because of this. So, I apologize. Anyway. Idleness, slow and steady wins the race. We are getting the turtle and the hare from that famous story. If you're unfamiliar, they start at the same time, and the hare goes too fast and they burn themselves out, and then the turtle ends up winning. So don't go so fast that you burn yourself out. Make sure that you are taking the steps necessary to make arrangements in every moment so that you aren't fucked over, right? I'm not telling you to quit your job and lose your housing right now. What this is about is putting into place a lifestyle change that's more fulfilling, that's for collective liberation. I mean, we have justice and freedom coming out. You can look anywhere right now and recognize that justice and freedom are missing, okay? So whatever you're being called to do, it is in the name of something much larger than you, okay? So don't sit idle in your own life. Allow your ideas to come through you. And that's what we do. As we come into consciousness, we awaken our crown and we allow the universe, whatever you believe, again, we already talked about that, to give us these ideas that we, in these physical bodies, can use our skills and our talents and our passion to anchor onto this planet for the betterment of all. Okay? That's the whole point. We have rainbow. You may feel like you're in a storm, or you may feel like this is too much. And rainbow is always come out after storms, right? So try to stay positive through whatever it is that you're going through, and know that you are supported. This infinite abundance. Abundance does not necessarily mean you're going to be gifted, a mansion and millions of dollars. This is stepping away from material gain and looking at like actual humanity, which can coexist, but not in the ways of like selfishness, okay? So anyway, if you feel like you're in a storm right now, just wait for the rainbow, hold tight, not to the point of being idle, and voice what it is that you are reaching for, okay? Really reconnect with the little one within you and be like, what did I love? And what was I really good at? And what made me happy as a child? And maybe your parents pulled you out of it for money or scheduling or something. Go back to that, okay? I'm getting like maybe the storm that you've been in, or like maybe your life has felt like a storm and you're ready for the rainbow. Whatever it is for you, okay? And then we have Amber. 311, the song Amber always comes out. This is also giving Jurassic Park. In the movie, the mosquito that was stuck in the amber, or then the sap, was used to create something ancient and bring it back. So for this, I feel like this whole reading is very much, I mean, if we want to get to a place of justice and freedom, we have to go back to the old ways before colonialism, colonization, right? And we have to get back to the basics and support the earth and also ourselves as part of that earth. I'm going to pull a few shadow aspects. Nile, I need like 2 more minutes. Please do not, child. Alright, let me get through these shadow aspects. Stop. Do not come in this camera. I have such a hard time with boundaries. Okay. Numbness. To feel pain is to be alive and human. Maybe again, speaking to this rainbow, maybe you felt just numb because you're not fulfilling what you want. If that resonates, then this is your chance and a thing to explore what it is you do want. Something else that could be holding you back is rejection. Through the sting of being left out, we discover our own inner worth. Fear, face your darkness. It's the only way to find guiding light. Maybe your fear is rejection. Maybe, you were bullied at some point for being different, and, you conformed. I think that's a very common experience in our society. It's kind of the path everyone goes through. I would recommend doing the internal work to really try and get over that, because I know there's a lot of like cringe and ick going on, and like people aren't really doing what they want because of being scared. We didn't grow up with cameras, but I feel like that's a really real pressure. But just think about it. If someone were to candidly capture you doing something that they consider cringe or ick, but it gets circulated and maybe you go viral for some stupid, embarrassing thing, there's going to be a lot of people who are going to see you, and it's actually going to inspire them to also step into their authenticity, right? So don't worry about it. Don't worry so much. Obscurity and the unknown, there is room for endless possibilities. Again, you're always one decision and one choice away from an entirely new reality. I could go ahead and book some tickets to Europe today and follow through on the visas and stuff, but I'm not going to. But I could, right? So it's like, what do you want to do? Do it, all right? And control. By letting go of the illusion of control, we open ourselves to genuine freedom. All right. Okay, let's pull like 2 more since everyone's being chill. I love Lindsay Lohan. I'm on like this Amanda Bynes kick right now too. I feel so bad for her. These girls got fucked up by Hollywood. Maybe that's a message for others as well. Maybe you're thinking about moving to LA or something, to pursue like some sort of something. Be very careful. I used to live in LA. It's a very demonic place. So be careful if that's you. I don't know why I'm being called to share that, but I feel like someone needed to hear it. Be careful. Flowers, be generous. Success and emotional fulfillment are yours. So it's giving also that infinite abundance again, right? The earth and universe will always provide if you're taking care, right? If you're doing that work. We have Owl. There are spiritual messages and great wisdom to be found during this period of transition. Yeah, transition. So I would say if you see an owl, I know culturally speaking, owls can be a bad omen, but I would say moving forward, if you've seen it, I mean, if that's your culture, that's fine, that's what you believe. But if you see them in the near future, it could just be, whether you see something on TikTok or someone's shirt or in the real world, I don't fucking know. It could just be a reminder to reflect on this reading. Okay, don't take it as like a death omen, because I know that's culturally speaking, that's what that means for a lot of folks. Celebrations, you are ready to bring new and exciting things into your life. All right, things are getting a little crazy over here, so I'm gonna let you go. Have a good one. Good luck.